I'm always working on lots of new ideas. The two principal things that are really at the top of the pile at the moment, the immigrants, the foreigners, the expats who come to Portugal, often retired, have a skill and want to give back a thank you to being in this culture, and how professional people might support young entrepreneurs, Portuguese entrepreneurs. Another project, it's one of the sides of moving here that people don't tend to talk about, which is what comes after the dream. All the upside and positivity of moving here can become a little bit of an anticlimax, and what some people call like a grief process of like, well, wow, I've moved here now, I've done it, I've reached peak pastel donati, or my glass of wine at the end of the day, and their idealised Portuguese life gives way to maybe missing family or a health issue or something like that. In all the positivity of moving here, there isn't necessarily a space for people to talk about what their problems might be in a wider group. It's almost like you're betraying the idea of having a happy retirement if you talk about anything negative. And people do, because that's life. Things do happen to people that they might need to process. And in the worst case scenarios, if something isn't talked about that is troubling people, I've noticed that there can be a spiral, like a toxic spiral, which might end up with people actually leaving the country because they can't come to terms with a certain part that back in the old country they would have dealt with, but here it seems insurmountable. They take it personally and it becomes toxic and difficult, and they end up leaving. So we're creating a space in which people can deal with those sorts of issues.